Oh no, not your eyes are not deceiving you. This is not Jeff Wilson screaming over another failed prospect. No, this is not what that is. I was listening to the Sonics The Witch from 1965. It's a great song. If you like, I guess it's punk before it was punk. You know what I mean? The Sonics just have a real edgy, I don't know, they're the kind of band that probably be booted from every other club, but I think they were out of Washington State. Don't quote me on that. But I have the 45. Somehow, back in the day when 45s were only 50 cents or something at the Goodwill bins, I took a chance on a lot of them I've never even heard of. I said, you know what, this looks interesting. Turns out some of those are super rare. I mean, say super rare, but people are wanting $50 or $60 for that. You know, it's crazy. So, get that one out of the way. Before let's find a better screen here. Yes, I want to talk about this here, if I have it. And my voice was sounding really good a minute ago, and now it's not. So we have the scandal that rocked a nation, eight men out. And believe it or not, I have never seen this movie. Never seen this movie. This is the VCR tape here from Orion. And it's a great movie. I mean, for those of you worried about, you know, foul language and scenes, there's only one F-bomb and one S-bomb, or two S-bombs in the whole movie. And that's about it. You know, it's interesting why they threw an F-bomb in there. I don't know. It doesn't have any kind of a guidance of, like, you know, rating on here. That's so weird because I remember back in the day movies had, like, ratings, you know. So I don't know where that was promoted. I'm not sure if 8 Men Out, but I looked it up on Wikipedia, the Black Sox scandal, and they talk about movies, but they didn't talk about this one here. So I'm not really sure what that's all about there. But I believe they made an 8 Men Out trading card set, which I had at one time, and I'm not sure I still do. And I don't know if it encompassed the movie characters, or if it encompassed the actual players from 1919 or whatever it is. So, there is that one there. Let's just go back to this here. Oh yeah, there's our buddy Dagger. He's doing some sort of shop vac. He was testing a shop vac. It's interesting. We have a great influx of Canadian I don't know what happened, but I mean, it's a good thing. But it was just kind of interesting. Lots of Canadians are filtering through the channels there. And they probably were there all along, but somehow it just maybe US and Canada, Google or YouTube doesn't filter us together somehow. I'm not sure. So that is out of the way. And before I forget, I wanted to do a quote and see if you guys can figure out what this came from. And also, there might be a prize for the first person to have figured out what this was from. So let me see if I can get the quote just right here. My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. So see if you can remember what that's from. So anyway, so now on to the main part of the video here, and to show you off the things that came in the mail the last few days. And I forgot who Thomas Rockwell was. I think he was an author and artist. I'm not really sure. He went to Poughkeepsie, New York, and there's all that fun stuff right there. And of course, there's numerous. And I wanted to say he's an author, or again, I can't remember what he did. Maybe he's not still living, but I couldn't find very much data on there. But it says attempted, not known. So phooey on that one there. And I damaged my own postcard. I think what happened was my drink containers, the box got dropped on top of my postcard. And this is from Rio Oso, I believe, California. It's very faint. The Igor Stravinsky stamp was already there. Nothing I could do about that one there. So it was because it was sticking out. So I didn't take and then they canceled the back there. But unfortunately, I got a big old honking whammo in there. And I might be able to flatten out, but it almost poked a hole in the card. So that's kind of sucky. And then you guys know that I put together a complete Welcome Back Cotter trading card set and made a binder for that. And I pick up anything that has been that is Welcome Back Cotter adjacent. Same thing with Happy Days adjacent. If they're they're cards. What I mean is not anything Welcome Back Cotter. That would just be nuts. But I picked up a photograph for my binder of the cast. And many years ago, before I was super collecting Welcome Back Cotter and Happy Days, many years ago, back when the Topps Vault was on eBay and they had deals, sometimes there were cards way under $10. I mean, I remember cards being blown out for like something ridiculous like $3.75. And then you would see cards sit there for quite a while, but then all of a sudden like strings of cards. And I'm not even joking. Some of those you can't find to this day, and some of them are at least $100 a card. So I don't know what the purpose for these were, and it really kills me. This is a Mangini rant right here. Really sucks. So if anybody knows how to remove these stickers without damaging it, because it really kills me. So Topps in their infinite wisdom bollocksed up the product. So here's the first one here. This is what they call a blank back proof of Welcome Back Kotter from 1976. And it's got the Topps hologram logo on the back of it. I want to say I probably won this for $10 or something in that particular frame there. And I always have the story that I got creamed because Topps did not always relist the cards at the end of the auction. Sometimes what they did was sometimes they listed them right away, and there was some cards that I was waiting on. And there was a card from it was a back proof from a rare test set called Adam 12. And those test set cards, or what the test set, or the, I don't know, but I was on vacation while that card was listed for buy it now for something ridiculous like $5 or $10. And that card is something like a $500 to $1,000 card or something ridiculous. And so that's why people like Probstein became so I don't want to say rich, but in the cards, but they had a plan and they knew it, and they bought everything they could for next to nothing back in the day, and some of that stuff zoomed up and so I hate when you miss. Everybody complains that they miss like a $40 card out of a blaster that cost them $35. It's like, oh, I didn't make my money back on a blaster. Well, try losing a $10 card because you were not there, you were on vacation, you didn't have a computer, and it's like a $500 to $1,000 card. That's like Topps is somehow giving me the middle finger. And they did that with this next card here. So we saw this one here. It says, other kids have teachers, we have Mr. Kotter. So there's that one there. You saw that with a hologram on the back there. Now Topps did something different in this particular case. So now we have Gabe Kaplan, who does not sign TTM, shame, shame. And there's the sticker there, which I don't know how to remove. I don't hate school. It's just the principle of the thing. So unfortunately, they put the COA on the back of the card. I don't know if there's a Topps hologram back there or what the blazes they did here. I don't want that COA in there. I don't need that COA in there, and I hate that COA in there. It's touching the card, and it does not need to be there. Now, I could just be like, oh, I'm a jerk and peel. And Topps had different stickers. This is a paper sticker. They had plastic stickers, and I was able to remove one of those, and I was able to put it back. But these you cannot. So Topps was changing up things, and they were cheaping out on things, and they were doing different things. But why didn't they standard these things? This is really ridiculous of them. So there are those two cards. I'm not sure that I've ever showed those. Now we can go to the days leading up before I got ill, and I'll show you my Goodwill pickups here. One guy found 37 graphic novels. I found one, and they were about 50 cents a piece, and essentially what happened was I can't find the one to show you, so don't know where that ended up here. But I found a couple of tokens here. Let's get a better background here. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to change the backdrop here. I'll get a different one here. But this is Malibu money. I'm not sure what kind of arcade that came from, but probably Malibu, California. Malibu, California. The Californians. And this one here is 25 cents in trade at something called Munchkins. Not sure what that is, but I collect tokens. I mean, they don't take up a lot of space. You can fill up a jar and they look cool, and then people wondering what the heck you have there. Then this was a mistake purchase. Somebody donated an entire collection of 80s and 90s soundtracks on cassette, which, technically have some sort of value here. I grabbed 16 candles here. But unfortunately, it doesn't have any of the good songs on here. These are, I think, just the music for the movie. It's not any like it's just not, If You Were Here, I don't know that one. But I think OMD If You Leave, I think is I'm not sure. But I don't remember. It's just only got 1, 2, 3, 5 songs or something ridiculous. I don't know if it's orchestration or what it is. I have no idea. So that is going out the door. That is going out the door. And then we got a bunch of smalls here because it's best to spend very little and get very little. I mean, get a lot for a little. It's just too hard to explain. So I got some envelopes. That's just always appreciated, and always make sure they're relatively clean and keen. This is a cool luggage tag. I need to get some of the crud out of here, but a very nice looking luggage tag. I use those a lot, so very handy. And then, let's see, I don't want to show that. That's got some personal stuff on there. But it was kind of funny to find that. So I found a pile of stuff in the books. While a guy was grabbing all the graphic novels, I found this. And I think this is a little bit cooler and takes up a lot less space. First thing I found was this Flying A Service gas station patch. I don't know what that's from, when that's from. It's from the 40s or 50s. Maybe the 60s. I'll have to figure that one out here. But there's the Flying A Service patch. Shades of American Pickers right there. And that patch only probably cost me 2 cents. But then I found this piece of paper here. Special introductory offer with 1 free quart of Vedol motor oil from the Flying A gas stations. So this offer expires August 31st, 1960. That's crazy. And there's nothing on the back there. There's some kind of scratch there. I don't know what it is. It has somebody's name there with some kind of weird phone numbers and some bill. I don't know. Somebody wrote some stuff on the back there. It's not important. And then I found this old map here. The map of California. California. Let's get associated. Tide Water Association. Or sorry, Tide Water Associated Motor. Forget that. There's some sort of company. So anyway, there's that one there, and there's the back of it there. Map of California. And I won't want to fold this out. This is pretty old there, but that's cool. And then it came with a few other little tidbits here. Even earlier looking map here. Wowza. Tidewater Oil Company. California road map. Really old and crusty. And then we got a whole bunch of bill sheets, or what do you call it? Bill of sales. Bill heads, whatever you call them. Letterhead bills. Ron Sellers Distributor, Grants Pass, Oregon. So some guy worked for them back in the day and kept a little bit of his stuff there. It could have been in somebody's storage for many years, so Ron Sellers may not have just recently passed. But it was just kind of cool. A small little archive right there, all in one spot that was thrown in the books. How lucky was that? How lucky was that? I don't know what I'm going to do with all of that. I'll save some of it. So there was that. And last but not least, we got a few other patches here that I found, and my friend got the rest of the patches. I was semi-jealous of his patches, but I gave him all the rifle-related ones. He's a collector of those kinds of things. So the first one I found, I think it was the first one I found, the USCSS Nostromo 180286. I'll have to figure out what that is. No idea. These all had Velcro on the back of it. And I peeled that off. This one here is a USCM. So if anybody knows what those are. We have the Jamboree 76. The Lincoln County Seabeers Newport, Oregon CB patch of some kind. And then we got the newest looking one. It looks like probably from the 90s or so. The Lizard Lounge. Wonderfest's Fun Spot. Don't know what that is. And then I got a couple of stickers here. They're missing their adhesive on the back, but these are from the 1980s. They don't smell, and I thought they did, but here's an orange sticker and a bubblegum sticker. Those are very collectible. You would not believe at how valuable some of these old 1980s stickers are. I have an album for some of these old smelly stickers, not those. And guess what? The album at one time was going for $75 or more, and I got it for $2 at the bin store. Maybe even cheaper. I don't really remember. But that's what I have for today. And let's see what else here before I forget here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As I alluded to in my previous video, I'm sorting and parceling out some stuff. So I have another like 10 or 15 more movies out the door that are good movies, but I'm never gonna watch them ever again. I'm never gonna watch Mad Men ever again. I never finished it, but it only cost me $2 for one of the seasons. I think I might have another season or two. I'm not sure. That one might still be brand new factory sealed, but I just can't handle it. And just because you spent money on something doesn't mean you need to keep it. That's one of my goals for this year, and so I'm going to try to work my way on that. You know, because now I've been finding a lot of my favorite music on vinyl. A lot of this stuff that I thought was cool at one time because that's what was there at the store, and others liked it and they thought it was cool, or I just wanted to buy it because I wanted to prove them otherwise. I need to get rid of that stuff. Some of the stuff I've listened to twice, some of them I listened to once, and sometimes, oh gosh. Some of the times I listen to them once. Zero times. So I'm going to head back to the whiny NASCAR announcers. Oh, well, the reason why Martin Truex Jr. doesn't get a good step off his speed on the restarts, oh my gosh, these guys can get on your nerves. As much as I love Dale Jr. and Jeff Burton, oh my gosh, treble turn 2! I was like, oh geez Louise. So, if you guys are hanging in there, thank you for watching.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?